Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Heart to Heart with Hads. I hope you have had a great week thus far if you're listening on a Friday. But yeah, I'm excited to get on here today because I've kind of been putting it off all week because I've kind of been feeling not too good, kind of dealing with a little bit of a cold and just like going through it for whatever reason mentally, just really been going through it. So today I kind of just wanted to do like a little bit of a chat on my devotional and kind of what I've been learning throughout it. So I'm doing 100 days of believing bigger and just a lot of self realizations that I've had while doing it. I just kind of wanted to um, go through it. So I have not fully finished, but the first section, it was about trust, and then we went into purpose, then into identity, then disruption, then belief, faith, and now we're on to blessing blockers. And this one that I came across this week that I really wanted to share was isolation. So if you know me, then you know that I tend to really isolate and like to be alone, and I like to avoid feelings. And um, I don't know, maybe if it's because I've just had like betrayal or maybe just, been disappointed. But I think that because I set my expectations too high from others, and when I get let down, I just want to isolate and not be around anybody. And so, I mean, really, it's like it says in here, isolation is really a fear of trusting others. Um, Prolonged solitude is the soil of self doubt. So, it's kind of bad for me because I feel like anytime like something arises that I really turn to just isolating, um, and so it's quite frustrating that I do that, and so I'm just kind of realizing it. Um, so I guess I kind of just wanted to like shed light on like like loneliness, and like if that's something that you feel like you're going through right now, which I can definitely totally relate, then you're not alone. But just knowing that the loneliness, the isolation is not going to make you feel any better. And this is kind of a message to myself, but also like a message to anybody that's listening. That's like you need people in your life. You need to be surrounded by people that you love and care about. And one thing that's been hard for me ever since I stopped working my corporate job is I don't see anyone throughout the day, and I crave so much of like human interaction now. And so like I will do anything to just get that little itch. And if you're someone that like, and I think it's hard too that because of like COVID and things like that, when they all happened, it was like, you were so isolated all of the time. And so I think I kind of just like grew accustomed to that, and I never really like got away from that since then. Like even when I was younger, I always was just like always had a lot to do, always around people. Sorry if you hear the pages turning. I just kind of wanted to go back to that isolation page. Um, but yeah, I mean, anytime I isolate, it always leaves me feeling worse than if I were to open up or like really immerse myself into something where I'm near people that are passionate about the same things that I am or that love the same thing I am. But it's a really bad habit of mine to just pull away from people. I do like to be by myself a lot. Um, and I think that I can, kind of course correct by allowing myself to, only be vulnerable with those that I can trust most. But I feel like I'm finally coming to the point where I have, those couple two friends that I can really rely on, because for the longest time it was just like, my mom and my sister, and that's really all I confided in. But this week I actually have taken a bigger leap of faith and have decided to go see some, like, go talk to somebody other than, my mom, my sister, which I think is going to help me tremendously, because there is just like a lot of things that have happened to me in the past 6 years, not to me, but in my life, that I feel like I could benefit from seeking support. And so I just kind of wanted to put this out there of like, do not isolate. Know that people care about you, and even if it takes you having to really let go of this feeling of being strong, that you don't have to be strong. You can rely on people and talk to people to help, to seek help, and it's okay. Like, it's not something to be ashamed of. So this is just a reminder that we cannot isolate, we cannot be alone. It's definitely detrimental to our health, and I've been seeing it firsthand with myself, that I really, really need to be able to put myself out there more. Obviously, yes, I'm very present on social media, things like that, but when it comes to like personal connection, I definitely lack in that aspect, and it definitely plays a part on my overall mental health. And it just kind of says in here, I don't know if you're spiritual, if you're listening, but God wants us to be in community with others, especially other women who can support our growth. Look at Mary and Elizabeth. They both need each other during a precious time of pregnancy that required a struggle of faith. Plus, our lives are intentionally interconnected. The very wisdom you need to make your shift will likely come from a messenger you're least likely to expect or appreciate. So, I don't know, I've been very grateful recently for just like my friend, my one friend, and she knows who she is, but like I've never truly had a friend that's been there for me like that. So, it's really important to find those people that care about you on a deeper level and really confide in them. And like I said, if you need to like get some extra help mentally, it's okay to do that. You don't have to avoid that. And for the longest time, I think that I was trying to avoid it because I was like, you know what? I'm too tough. I'm too hard for this. I don't need it. But guess what? I do need it. And I'm admitting it. So I'm just going to encourage you, if you're not already. Obviously, like, I'm spiritual, so I'm putting my faith into God, but there's only so much you can do when it comes to that. And you need real human interaction. You need a circle of friends. You need people to talk to every day. You need that human interaction, that human connection. And yeah, I really hope that this episode helped give you some like insight of like, stop trying to be alone and do everything on your own. We're not meant to function like that. We're meant to have people in our corner in our lives that are going to help us and help us figure out who we are as a person. So I know this episode is short, but I'm kind of feeling under the weather. But tomorrow, when you're listening, it'll be today, I leave for Austin. And Lakin and I are going to Post Malone, and I'm so excited. And it's going to be such a fun time. And I literally cannot wait, because I've never been to Austin, and I really have always had a dream of going there. So yeah, I'm going to kick off the weekend and have a lot of fun there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know it's really short, but I wanted to keep it sweet and kind of just like heartfelt on how I'm feeling this week. Pure heart to heart with Hads this week. So if this touched you in any way, if you can relate, please let me know. Love to chat. I just about said chat and talk at the same time. Love to talk with you, to you, in the DM or whatever it may be. And just know that you're not alone in this life, but we do need to be surrounded by community, and always, being by ourselves is just really not healthy. So, like I said, don't forget to leave this a review. I want to do a Q&A. I was going to bring my mom on today, but I was like, you know what, Mom, I just need it to be short and kind of sweet, to the point, but hopefully I'll get her on soon. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need anything. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.